We talked about trades we like the best. Which trades did you like the least?
I wouldn't say a trade, but I like this is for me. This is like a loser, and it's Dame. Dame. I feel like he's the loser of this deadline for being. And I it's hard. Like in real life, this would be cool. Being too loyal sometimes. Like that's like being a loyal person, too loyal to somebody. I feel like that. Like for me, I hold weight to that. Like I respect that. But in the NBA, that's horrible. And for him being too loyal to the Portland fan base, not fan base, I feel like they understand. But him being too loyal to that organization, that front office, when they have yet to put a team around him right now. No, I'm saying like right now. Of course, before they've tried, and listen. Last year when they played Denver, they put a team around him. He did everything he could to try to win. Everybody else didn't show up, and then obviously years back he did his thing. But I think for me, the loser in this all is Dame, because he is still in Portland. He's still not on the winner, dealing with injuries. Now he has to come back to a situation that's probably not going to be better than when he went down. So I think for me, the loser is Dame.
For me, the trade I didn't like was the one we went on a huge tangent about, this Mavericks and this Wizards trade. I don't like the idea of trading away Porzingis. I feel as if you gave up too soon. We went through the numbers a bunch, so let's not reiterate really. But I just think for what you traded in a 20-point per game score, you got back an inefficient ball player who's been horrendous this year in Dinwiddie. And
watch the come up, bro.
And Burton, I hope you're right, bro. Listen, I'm not one to really be too upset if someone proves me wrong. I really am not. But I do believe, given the fact that Dinwiddie has just been so consistently bad this year, I would be shocked to see him step up. I mean, you can't do worse than what he's doing right now. So anything would be better than what he's giving you right now. But it hurts to lose Porzingis. Given the money situation, I understand. But in terms of production, in terms of what he brings to the offensive side of the ball, where they struggle right now, I find it difficult to sit with.
And if they get Goran Dragic.
Interesting. But then you add, so that's more point guard depth. So then Dinwiddie, what happens to him?
Old as shit.
It'd be just 1 and 2. They'd be just backup 2, backup 1.
That's might get him if he gets bought out.
I didn't see your name on the list of teams that he
I just saw it now on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Dragic.
Sure you'll get him.
So whack.
He's not whack, though.
Oh, my God.
I really don't like him.
Wait, he's whack?
I personally just I have a vendetta. I don't like him.
Bro, and the year that Miami was in the bubble, Goran Dragic
I get it. I get it. Like he could be dumb nice. I'm always gonna call him whack.
You just don't like the way he plays.
Nah, he's corny. It wasn't really a trade that I disliked, but I kind of felt bad that John Wall didn't get moved. I was
getting paid $40
I was thinking that
what happened to Eric Gordon?
That's another one.
He should have got. He really should have got moved.
Yeah,
bro.
I was confused.
The Rockets
I thought Rockets were gonna sell.
I was tight that the
Lakers
Suns moved
traded.
Jalen Smith for nobody.
The Lakers should have traded Westbrook for John Wall. You have nothing to lose.
I was happy that we were kind of skating
nothing to
around,
gain.
us
You have
not
nothing
doing
to lose.
anything.
They were going to
should've
send a
done that.
first-round pick and Russ.
So what?
Bro,
We were not.
They need that, bro.
Do
They're
that.
not going to be good
we
that
weren't
year.
going to do that.
In 2027, that pick doesn't matter, bro.
That pick's going to matter, bro.
In 2027?
No, bro. It's going to matter. We're going to be bad. We're going to be bad.
Why are you saying we? You're not a Lakers fan.
Oh, my God. Here we go back to this. Just say who you're going to say, bro.
I wish I was on board of John Wall being moved for Russell Westbrook. I think John Wall can do things that Russell Westbrook can't do. He's a better defender, smarter with the basketball, and it's not saying much, but he's a better shooter. Now he's just going to be on Houston. Obviously, he's making $44 million, but I don't know what his future is going to be after this year. I don't know what type of contract he's going to get. I think it would have been good to maybe not up his value, but like show what he can do on the basketball court. But I mean, obviously, he's not being moved. So
why is the notion that John Wall is going to be better than Westbrook such a big thing when they're kind of like the same player?
Because of the defense.
No,
John Wall's going to need the ball. John Wall can't shoot.
Because of the defense.
Defensively, okay,
no, it's a huge deal. Because
defensively,
he might.
Well, defensively, he probably will be better. But I'm just speaking. Like,
he's a better playmaker than Russ too.
And listen, he's he's a bad shooter.
He's a bad shooter,
but at least he'll make them. Like he'll make them.
Russell Westbrook has like an 8-to-5 turnover ratio this year.
Bro, his turnovers have been insane.
John Wall don't turn the ball.
He's top 4 in turnovers this year. It's been hard. It's been tough.
I just don't think John Wall. I don't think John Wall would have made much of a difference.
To a degree, I think so. Defensively, we need it.
We'll talk about the Lakers in a few because I know it's going to come up.
Are we actually?
They turned that deal down, to be honest.
The trade that I didn't like was the Blazers trading Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I feel like he could have been a good young player in their rotation.
Should have traded OKC, man.
Instead, they traded him to the Utah Jazz. I hope that he gets some minutes there. But even though he was very efficient this year, you can kind of see some of the flashes in his offensive game that he could become something. And I feel like with the green light in Portland, with nobody really there, he could have really shined in that position, maybe they're all in on Keon Johnson, and that's why they traded away Alexander Walker. But I didn't like them trading Alexander Walker personally.
I wanted to see him OKC, man. His cousin.
Two of the teams that didn't make any moves at the deadline were the Lakers and the Knicks. And I think this goes hand in hand with this topic that we have right now on the list. What team are you disappointed in that didn't make a move? For me, it's between the Knicks and the Lakers. And
I would have said Houston.
I'll say this. I think no matter what happens, the Lakers aren't going to win a championship. But I'm more disappointed in the Knicks just because this trade deadline was supposed to give me a clearer understanding of where our direction is heading in. Are we trying to make a playoff push? If the answer is yes, why didn't we try to make our roster better at the deadline? Are we trying to just rebuild and tank for a better pick? If so, why didn't we just trade Fournier or Burks or Kemba? I wouldn't even be opposed to trading Randall. Why do we keep the same roster we've been having all season like something is supposed to magically change? I've tweeted this already twice, and the tweet is blown up 2 times already. We traded for Cam Reddish just to treat him like Kevin Knox. Now, I was never high on Cam Reddish in Atlanta, by the way. And I compared Cam Reddish to Kevin Knox multiple times. He's just a more hyped up, talented version of Kevin Knox. But I do think he's more skillful. The fact that he's not playing at all really disgusts me. Not because he's this all-world player that I think he has this all-star potential. That's what everybody thinks, though. It's because we traded a first-round pick. We offloaded Kevin Knox and a first-round pick for Cam Reddish, and we're not playing him. We basically made that trade for nothing. And now with Derrick Rose coming back, Grimes might be lost in rotation. Even though I think Grimes has already solidified himself in rotation, it's just going to be harder to play these younger guys. Are we going to stop playing Fournier and Kemba or buy him out and Burks? The way Tom Thibodeau operates, I highly doubt it. Because of that, I don't know what our direction is. We're going to start the same guys we started with at the beginning of the season. We're going to win some meaningless games and make our chances at the lottery worse. So I'm disappointed in the Knicks.
Oh, people are going to say Lakers and Knicks. I'm not disappointed in the Lakers because since day 20, I knew you couldn't make moves because you don't have anything to move. THT isn't good. Malik Monk's your best guy, but you're not going to move him. Westbrook isn't good, and nobody wants that contract. They can't move him
because he just gets paid like $1 million a year.
Yeah, Westbrook isn't good, and nobody wants that contract anyways. And Kendrick Nunn hasn't played. It's your best bet was moving Kendrick Nunn and THT hasn't propped himself up to be somebody people be like, all right, this is a guy we could bank on. So I knew for a fact, unless it's LeBron and AD, which you definitely wasn't doing, nobody was getting moved in the Lakers. So I knew it was never going to happen. So I'm not disappointed or I'm not whoop-de-doo. I just knew you were never going to have anybody to move. The Knicks, I honestly, I thought you was going to make a move on Fox, but I wouldn't say I'm disappointed in it, to be honest, because you guys are just in a weird direction with yourselves anyways. For me, it was Houston because I thought they was going to make a move on, get off Eric Gordon and Christian Wood. I thought those would be the two guys that they would get off of Eric Gordon, especially I thought he would finally go to a contender and he'll be able to do his thing. Christian Wood, I thought, and I'm upset for this other team in Charlotte because I thought they go get a big. I thought Christian Wood and Miles Turner would be two guys on their radar, guys who have shot blocking ability, guys who will help LaMelo in the offense, be that pick and pop, pick and roll type of player. So I thought Charlotte and Houston, those would be the two teams for me that I'm disappointed because I watched Charlotte just last night. They have no rim protection. They have no perimeter defense. They're the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. They don't play defense. They don't get after it on the defensive end. They just let guys score. And Mason Plumlee sucks. He's the worst free throw shooter in the league. And offensively, oh my God, it's hard watching him. So I thought those would be the two guys. But those are my two disappointing teams, the Rockets and the Charlotte Hornets.
Hornets got Harrell.
They did make a move, though. It's a team that didn't make a move.
Yeah, it's all right, bro. Didn't mean it.
He mentioned the Rockets, though. He's in the Rockets.
Yeah, you're in the clear.
But actually, the Rockets traded Tice.
I'm not.
Yeah, but that doesn't. That barely counts.
These weak ass.
They have Dennis Schroeder, though.
These weak ass moves.
They
man.
did get Dennis Schroeder, though.
These moves. He's gonna get bought out probably. These moves suck, man.
I'll say I am disappointed in the Lakers because I would have liked at least to see us get a role player, not anyone significant, not a great player.
Try to get Terrence Ross.
Bro named 2 teams that made a move.
I know.
Oh my god.
I gave you the Rockets, Hornets. I'm sorry, bro. That was
whatever,
egregious.
bro.
I'm not changing my pick.
No, that's fine, bro. I'm fine with the Rockets. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay to look dumb on camera. That being said,
Look at it.
I'm sorry, bro. I would have liked to see us get some kind of role player, like the Eric Gordon. What? I don't understand.
You think I look
want
dumb?
anything. I want anything. I'm being honest.
You just said.
Bro, we have our
was you gonna
depth
get Eric
is
Gordon?
garbage.
How was you gonna get Eric Gordon?
Listen, what you're
Kendrick
saying
Nunn?
was right.
THT?
What you're saying is
That
right. We
2027 pick?
really don't have much to offer other teams, which is why I really couldn't be too overly upset. But Cam Reddish is doing nothing but sitting on the Knicks bench doing nothing.
thought you was going to get Cam?
Why couldn't we go and make an offer at the Knicks to get Cam
You
Reddish?
guys did. We actually had trade talks, but nothing happened.
Which is unfortunate, and I really would have liked to see him get some more opportunities, which we
LeBron?
would have 100% given him. Our offense right now is very isolation heavy, unfortunately. It's the ball's in LeBron's hands, the ball's in Malik Monk's hands, the ball's in Anthony Davis' hands. It would not have been shocking me to see Cam Reddish get opportunity that way also. It's the reason why Malik Monk has gotten the role that he has had because he was so good in those situations. So I would have liked to see us do something just to get any type of role player. But Riv, like you mentioned, you're 100% right. There's not much that we could offer teams.
Buyout market,
And I'm happy personally because there's this report that we apparently could have traded for John Wall if we gave Russ in a first round pick. And that we didn't do it because of the first round pick. It makes 100% sense. Why are we trading away this 2027 when that's our only first round pick for a few years, and in 2027 LeBron's not going to be there. There's a chance that Anthony Davis might not be there. So the team is not looking. If what we're trajecting,
AD's 28, 29.
if what we're projecting, excuse me, there's a chance that 2027 the Lakers are not going to be good. So I don't blame them for holding on to that pick.
That's tough luck.
Go ahead.
I named my team, bro.
Oh, you did?
I started out
Oh,
with
you started?
it. Yeah.
My fault. I mean, it kind of went hand in hand with the John Wall thing with the Lakers. I kind of wanted the Lakers to move on from Westbrook. I know the Rockets showed interest in getting Russell Westbrook, but obviously they did a deal. One of the teams turned down the deal. I'm not really sure who it was. I believe the Lakers.
Rockets?
No,
The
I believe
Lakers
the
turned it
Lakers
down.
turned
Oh,
down
Lakers.
that deal.
They didn't want to give the first round pick.
But then again, like I mean, you
Someone's
guys
not
really
playing.
like that 2027 pick is gonna really matter.
I don't know.
In the grand scheme of things, you already mortgaged your whole future.
It's like 5 years from now.
You already mortgaged your whole future.
But why give
John Wall ain't
more
played
for
all
John
year.
Wall? Like, bro, we're giving a pick that's 5 years down the line for John Wall, who hasn't played a single game all year.
But yeah, but then John Wall's on a 1 year deal. You wouldn't have to pay him if
No,
the
he
season went.
he has a player option for next
Oh, he
year.
can opt in.
Yeah, he can say yes and give me my money.
Oh, I thought he had. That's why I
Yeah,
thought he
it's-
had a 1 year deal. You could see if you
Yeah,
want to resign
it's
him.
a 1 year,
but
but
he
it's
can-
a
he
player.
can-
He
all
can
right,
say yes.
all
So
right,
it's
so-
like, no.
I need them to buy
That's
him
another
out already.
44 mil.
No, my fault. I thought John Wall was just this, and he didn't have a player option. I thought he was going to go into free agency.
I'm pretty sure it's a
That's what
player
I thought
option.
it was. I thought it would be a low risk, low reward, or high reward.
Yeah,
move.
47 mil player option next year.
Oh, never mind then.
We need a buyout.
2K is very key.
We need him to get bought out.
Him and
There
Westbrook.
are some buyout options that these players likely get bought out. Gary Harris,
Dennis Schroeder.
John
Bring him back.
Wall, Goran Dragic, Eric Bledsoe, Robin Lopez, Corey Joseph, Ennis Freedom,
You guys are
Tristan
shit.
Thompson, Paul Millsap, and Eric Gordon.